Hi, I'm Sheila Sapp, and I am a former educator, and I decided to start recording some of my thoughts on different topics. And so today I want to talk about perfection, the unattainable goal. And the reason why I wanted to start with perfection, because it's something that for some reason we all seek. Everyone has the desire to be perfect. I know with a business that I'm trying to start, trying to be perfect was one of the things that really kind of held me back. So where does this desire actually come from? When does it start? Do we get it from television or the radio or from magazines? And now with social media, we have Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. It can come from a number of things. All I know is that many of us suffer from this, what I call perfection disease. And I'm including myself, although I am working on it. You know, we want the perfect body, the perfect face, the perfect hair, the perfect job, the perfect husband, the perfect life, the perfect children. Let me tell you, nothing and no one is perfect. You see that vase that I have pictured there? It looks perfect, doesn't it? But I bet if we had a microscope and looked at it closely, we would see that it has some imperfections. And I just want to share with you a scripture, and this talks about a woman that had an imperfection. And it comes from the NIV version of the Bible, and it's Luke chapter 13, starting with verse 10. And it reads, "On the Sabbath, Jesus was teaching in one of the synagogues, and a woman was there who had been crippled by a spirit for 18 years. She was bent over and could not straighten up at all. When Jesus saw her, he called her forward and said to her, 'Woman, you are set free from your infirmity.' Then he put his hands on her, and immediately she straightened up and praised God." And that is Luke chapter 13, verses 10 through 13 that I read to you. And when I came across this scripture, one of the things that came to mind was the fact that here she was bent over for 18 years by an evil spirit. But yet, she was in the synagogue. And if she had not been in there, Jesus would not have seen her. And of course, she wasn't perfect. And we don't know what things that she suffered because of her condition, being bent over. And I just want to say that many of us are bent over. We don't have to be bent over physically. We can be bent over emotionally. We can have feelings of insecurity, self-doubt. We may be suffering from the imposter syndrome. Or maybe we've had some other issues in our life that has caused us not to be exactly who we want to be. And I just want to say to you that trying to be perfect and expecting to live a perfect life, or expecting not to have any perfections, is very unrealistic. Do you not realize that God can use you with your imperfections? And as this woman who was bent over for 18 years, although she was probably ridiculed or avoided or talked about, she took time to worship. And as a result, she was in the synagogue that day that Jesus was there. And he set her free from her infirmity. And I want to tell you today, if you focus on Jesus and open up your heart to him and pray to him, whatever you are going through, he too can set you free and help you with the perfection disease. So this is my first time having this chat and actually recording it. And I want to come back and talk about some other topics, all based on what I get from my reading of the Bible. So if you think you're interested, I'd like you to subscribe and come back and visit me again. And meanwhile, don't give up and persevere. God has your back. Bye.